Okay, this is where it was. It was right up there, about 20 yards ahead. Okay, I want to say it was right around here. It squealed and spun around. And it went off in this area. Oh my gosh, there it is. Gosh, it's only like 20 yards. Oh, he's a nice one. Dang. Yeah, he was quartering away. I shot him right in the butt. It's with a Sevr 1.5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's a tank. Man, check this thing out. This is incredible. I'm hunting at a buddy's farm. It's just got some thick area between some old cornfields, pretty close to my house. And I'm walking in at, I mean, barely first light. It was like 30 minutes after sunrise, but it was overcast. And so I could barely see. And I saw this outline in the middle of a field of what I thought was a hog lying down. I thought, nah, it's got to be a bush or something. And then it stands up, and it's like too dark to really see much. But I loaded an arrow. It's just standing there, and I knocked an arrow. I was using a Sevr, and then it bedded back down again, just right there. And I drew, and I could barely see the pin. I turned on the GoPro. I don't even know if it caught the footage because it was so dark. I don't think it did. But then I just shot and thought where I thought the pin would be, you know, using my knocking point against my jaw and stuff. It felt right. Okay, I go, that's about 20 yards. And bam, it hit really hard, and I heard it squeal. It did like a 360, and then it ran off. And it was so dark, I didn't want to bump it or chase it or anything, because the property's pretty small too. I didn't want it to get away. So I went and stalked around and, you know, was looking for some other hogs. Actually ran into some other hogs. And then I came back a couple hours later, and man, I walked, maybe 20 yards, and here it is, just piled up. And this thing is a brute. I don't know if the pictures and video do it justice, but man, it is thick. And it's got some decent cutters here. And, you know, I shot it with a Sevr. I thought it was a 1.75, but I realized it was a 1.5. I had both in my quiver. Kind of glad I shot it with the 1.5 right above the tail, just like directly away from me. And it went in pretty deep. I'm impressed that kind of a broadhead, a mechanical like that, would penetrate through the end of a hog long ways that deep. And obviously it was deep enough, man. He just piled up here 20 yards later. So fired up about this beast of a hog.